Types of people to avoid at school.
Do you remember going on school field trips as a kid and some kid's mom would be chaperoning?
When the other school pops up, you want to compete with them. Stare at them like this. Yeah, watch out, mate.
I never understood that. Like, I get that teachers needed extra help to supervise the students, but you're not the teacher, you're not my mom, so why do I have to listen to you? I wasn't even a bad kid, so I rarely had any altercations with the chaperones, but one time this annoying kid, Timmy's mom, told me and my friends to be quiet because we were talking in the back, and all I could think was, you're just some bitch named Susan with a lame son. But honestly, most chaperones were chill, but let's be real,
I don't really get that. Obviously there's gonna be chaperones, but they literally yell at us like they are our children. I know you're support of other teachers, but calm down a little bit.
all of the annoying ones were moms. Like, shout out to all the moms out there, I'm looking for a MILF, but every dad chaperone I knew was like the coolest guy ever. The only problem I ever had with a dad chaperone was at 5th grade camp, where the dad who was supervising our cabin had the loudest snore of all time. I averaged about 4 hours of sleep that week because man's sounded like a chainsaw. But honestly bro, annoying chaperones are nothing compared to substitute teachers reading attendance. Now, some of you may be confused on why this is annoying, which means you're definitely white or have a really basic name, but all my ethnic peoples out there definitely know what I'm talking about. Like listening to a substitute teacher butcher your name in front of the entire class, but then they always ask you how to pronounce it correctly afterwards, and you're sitting there for like 30 seconds in front of the entire class trying to get them to say your name right and pleading in your head for them to just move on. The worst is when your friends are in the class with you because you know they're gonna be clowning you for the rest of the day, calling you the butchered pronunciation. This reminds me of my 9th grade.
People just used to call me Connolly. That's my last name. Because there was 2 Liams in my school. Yeah, people just call me Connolly because there's 2 Liams.
PE class where the coach would call roll and he wouldn't even try. Like, he would just give up on the second half of the names and trail off. Like, I had a friend named Tanzil and the coach would be like, all right, is Tanzil here? And we were all in the back crying laughing because bro did not care at all. Yeah, we definitely roasted Tanzil for the rest of the day. And that brings me to the next person who's super annoying in school, and that's your best friend who's super annoying but is still your best friend anyways. I actually have a real life example of this that
Sometimes when a friend was at school, he come right behind me and punch me in the shoulder. We used to have these like punching competitions where we used to punch each other in the shoulder. I always lost because he's massive.
Happened recently. You see, I frequently hoop with 2 guys who are still in high school. Let's call them Ben and JR. About a week ago, we were doing some runs at our local gym, and Ben had let's just say he had a Ben Simmons type day. He shot about 7 for 67, had 30 turnovers, and averaged 20, okay, now I'm gonna lock ins when we were playing. It was rough. A couple hours after I got home, I get a DM from JR, and he started sending me screenshots of the texts he was sending Ben. Now sit back and relax because these are hilarious. I can't play right now. Or at rec. Shut the fuck up. I'm genuinely tired of it. I f***ing get it. I played ass. You played shit that one time when I was playing good at Carp. Did I say this much shit? No. So shut the fuck up. Put the fries in the bag, little bro. Put the froyo in the cup. Shut up, bro. That joke is overused by you. Put the fries in the
Obviously, every friend group has these 2 people who just talk shit.
The what? Up your ass. Shove it up your ass. I'm tired of you. Put the ball in the hoop.
Sensational.
Now that right there is the sign of a healthy friendship. Nobody knows how to make you mad like your day one. Speaking of basketball, I played basketball on my middle school team, and man, there were some annoying kids on that team. Specifically, there was one guy who did literally everything wrong. Every time someone missed a layup in
I've had a good shots. Very sure I scored at least 6 goals in school. Every time I was playing goalie, I literally looked like a stick of wood. I don't know where it's going. Go the other way.
practice, our coach would make us run 1 extra lap after practice ended. Now, this kid would smoke every single layup. I'm actually convinced the coach put him on the team just to make us run extra laps. On top of that, if someone didn't cross the line, the coach would blow his whistle and make all of us have to redo the lap again. And this kid with his smooth brain would always miss the line. We're all running the same lap 3 times in a row, like, touch.
Very sure I said to someone, don't throw it to me, I will fuck it up. I'm just gonna fuck it up. Don't send it to me.
The line. Then when we finished sprints and it was time to drink water, this kid would take a solid 2 minutes at the fountain, and anyone who has ever done athletics knows the pain of waiting in that water fountain line after doing cardio with your hands on your knees, pause, exhausted, and considering if you should punch the kid in front of you who's taken more than 40 seconds drinking water. And it's always the kids that smoke the layup, don't cross the line, take way too long at the water fountain, that also are way too confident in the locker room and smell like dookie. Bro, nobody wants to see all that, and please start using deodorant.
I literally went to school with see-through boxers. I don't know what happened. I guess I was in a rush to get changed because I woke up late and I just had see-through boxers. I don't know why people made them. Your ass is literally exposed.
Also, what's up with some guys thinking the locker room was like a playground? When I was in the locker room, I would try to get dressed and get out as quickly as possible. But you had some dudes slapping each other with wet towels, rap battling, eating. Bro, do that literally anywhere else. Do you remember Hot Cheetos girls? Honestly, they kind of get a bad rap in my opinion. They never really bothered me, mostly because I barely ever interacted with them. The only time I was ever really annoyed by Hot Cheetos girls was in the morning because they were so loud. Like, it's 8 a.m., I just hopped off the short bus, school bus, sleep deprived, and I'm trying to have this moment of peace before class.
Oh yeah, fucking school buses. I hope this guy doesn't fucking see this video, but he fucking smelled. I don't know if he had a shower beforehand or he literally smelled. We had to open the window constantly, even if it's cold outside.
Starts, and then City Girls starts blasting, and I hear, "Yes, bitch, slay," from across the cafeteria. City Girls starts blasting, and I hear, "Yes, bitch, slay," from across the cafeteria. And then you see them eating their Funyuns or Hot Cheetos for breakfast, laughing it up. Eyelashes and nails longer than your mom's text when you stay out too late. As annoying as they are, it's also kind of impressive that they have that much energy that early in the morning.
Yeah, but if you eat Cheetos, what do your mouth get? Orange after a little bit. Obviously not in the first bag. Your teeth would just go, not today.
It might have something to do with that $10 coffee that they've been sipping on with 200 grams of sugar, but I'm not one to judge. Well, that's not true. You know who really made me mad in school? Boring teachers. I'm actually going through a situation that's relevant to this right now. I'm taking 2 summer courses at my local community college, and the difference in my professors is night.
If it's a boring teacher, I'm not learning anything they say. I had a cool teacher. I'm not going to say his name, but he's a fucking cool teacher. Obviously, you hand out pages and stuff like that, but he normally talks.
And day. My history professor is this old man who's like the most boring lecturer of all time. I'm literally falling asleep in his class. And then my English teacher is this super engaging former poet that's great at public speaking. And even though he gives out way more work than my history class does, I'm happy to do it because the material is actually interesting. It's not just BS note-taking assignments and boring discussion questions. I mean, what's the point of even being a teacher if you're just gonna read off a PowerPoint for 2 hours straight? Boring teachers are almost as bad as the teachers that take forever to grade. The reason these teachers are so bad is because you'll have an A in the class for the entire semester, and then the day before report cards are due, they'll put in like 5 major grades from like 3 months ago, and your grade will drop like 15 points. I thought I was chilling this whole time. Turns out I was fucked. It's kind of like
I was okay doing tests because I didn't really care if I lose or passed. Obviously, I did care if I did pass, but if I failed, I'm like, I regret that now.
Like the teachers who call on students to answer questions. I remember for me, this was especially prevalent the year we had Zoom classes. I had a chemistry class that year, and every day at the beginning of class, we had to do a warm-up, and then the teacher would call on one student in the call to work on the problem and explain it in front of the entire class. So the move was always to join the call at the beginning of class to get counted for attendance, and then immediately leave, and then join back after the warm-up was over. At first, it was only me and my friends who used this strategy, but eventually people caught on, and by the end of the year, like 2/3 of the class was leaving the call after attendance. If the teacher ever suspected anything, just say you have bad Wi-Fi. It's not your fault. Also, please follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna start posting there by the end of the week.
I miss high school, man.